So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Byron Murphy, player on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. The Seahawks scoop it up. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
I don't care how long you've been playing or how good of a player you are, Mike. It is inevitable in the NFL that some days it just doesn't go your way, and you're going to have a bad game. The key, though, is can you prevent that one bad performance from turning into 2? And that's certainly the case here today. It's going to take a significantly better performance out of him at the quarterback position if they want to avoid another loss. A big part of that is, can he mentally bounce back from last week, put it behind him, and come out and play to his level of football?
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready. So far, a field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Back to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. 3rd and a yard.
The gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. To take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
It is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The Rams punting unit coming out. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. On play action, here's Darnold. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. This one complete right side. He's going to be brought down very close line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The motion man is Nakua. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Throwing, Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. A good push from the defense. They get him down back at his own 10.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Here's a first carry for their running back. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Ja'Tavion Sanders. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
So just a lone field goal. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw. And now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start first and 10.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open. I think this drive, and particularly that last third down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for third down to bail themselves out.
The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
The motion man is Nakua. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
Brings up second and 8.
That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
The Rams offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. 2nd and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Darnold. 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold again. And he's going to be taken down. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense going to take over just before the half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now a handoff, running right. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out in Denver.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Darnold. He's got his man Brown.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. On play action, here's Darnold. He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That's over the middle to his tight end Sanders. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. To throw again is Darnold. And that ball incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
This guy's really in his zone right now, Mike. He's rushing with such confidence that it doesn't matter who they put on him. He thinks he's going to win every matchup, and with the rest of the time remaining here in the 2nd half, the offense is going to have to change some things up. It's less about who blocks him and how we block him, because right now, one-on-one, he's just not getting the job done.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. They just end up a little bit short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now, faking the give. He'll go right and find his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Punt team headed out for the Rams, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Darnold. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Darnold down on 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And no chance to turning here for an injured player. 2nd down and 8. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Shotgun run now with Walker. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And that is incomplete. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks cut the deficit down to 1. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And now the punting unit will come up. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 1 for that go-ahead score. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Darnold. He'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Will be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Now a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, that tip ball, I think, just saved a huge play because this offense found something. They had an open target with a lot of room to run, and unfortunately for them, the defender gets his hand on the ball, and that went away pretty quick.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Now, look out. That ball is free in the end zone. Well, the quarterback just kept going back and back, and you're wondering, what is he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out. He's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't. And now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 39 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his receiver, and frankly, I think he's lucky that ball wasn't picked. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Here's Darnold again. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
It's only a yard, but a big yard. 4th and 1. Darnold to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Rams offense ready to take over once again. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. And now here comes the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Seahawks. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Now, on 2nd and long. Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. A run on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. That is 1st touchdown this year. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. Greg, sitting up here with you. This is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much is the defense kind of sat? Here is 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's a win here for the Rams. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year.